How you guys doing? Today I'm going to do a little trade recap on the live trade I took in the AM session today. And honestly, it was an amazing trade. So let's get right into the video. I'm going to show you the reasoning why I took it, my confluence, and my daily bias of the day. So let's not waste too much time. Let's get right into it. Before we jump into the live trade, let me just show a little example of what my strategy actually is. So first, we have a buy side liquidity. So up here, it's like a bunch of people. This is a very popular area where a lot of people have their buy orders, stop losses, you name it. Just think of it as a very popular food market. It's a very popular place where a lot of people are in the zone. So the second we come into the zone, we automatically fake it out instead of actually turning this from a resistance to a support. We actually fake it out and we run back down. So right away, we see this buy side liquidity get taken. We know there's a lot of people in this area. Now we're like, okay, we might want to jump back down. But then we compared with NAS and ES, and we see a SMT, which is a smart money trading system. When we see a little divergence in the market, then automatically we know that we want to come back down into the zone. So what we do is we have our entry model, which is going to be our inversion fair value gap, or we can also have a change of a state, but we didn't have that in this instant. So we have this inversion fair value gap. Right now, we take our standard deviation from the highs right to the break of the inversion, which is AKA our entry point right here. Then we want to take our little short tool. Stop loss goes right above the SMT high. Take profit goes right at the -2. So you can see it's a very simple strategy. All what you need is a buy side liquidity, SMT, inversion fair value gap, and it's as simple as that. So let's not waste too much time. Let's get into the live example of my trade during the AM session. So first, starting on the daily time frame, because we always want to do a top-down analysis, we can see that right away we actually made a little sweep on the higher time frame on the 1 day. We have a buy side liquidity getting swept. Not only that, we also have a little fair value gap here. So we're expecting this to get ran through because again, buy side liquidity, bunch of people in this area, and now we're gonna run right through this inversion fair value gap, and we can possibly target these lows down here, maybe throughout the next week or two. So now jump down to the 4 hour. What do we see? About the same thing. We have the sweep with the inversion, which right now on the 4 hour, we have an hour 51 before the candle closes, and we might actually make this an inversion as what we were expecting. So now let's go down to the 15. What do we see? Well, on the 15 right now, we have this high right here. So we were expecting this high to get taken before we have our move down, which we got very close. We didn't actually take it, but it was close enough. So now we come down to the 1 minute. So this was at 10:20 this trade. So let's see what we had. Right away, we had let me just replay this chart a bit. So give you a little better example. So first, what do we have? We have this buy side liquidity. Then we have a inversion fair value gap right up here. So this was very nice. Also, we have Nasdaq on the left. We have the same thing. We have this buy side up here, and we have the SMT. So let's mark this out, SMT, because we see that there is a low and the high, and this is high, and that's the low. So that makes an SMT. It's a divergence in the market. So now that we see this, we're already like, this is beautiful. We want to get into this trade. So let's see what the next candle has to offer. Little manipulation. Okay, very nice. Little rejection off there. So right here, I was thinking, okay, like there's still some buying pressure. Still some people in the buying industry that are thinking about entering, but not sure yet. Right here, we have this break of the inversion. So this is our entry, standard deviation from the highs right down to the major zones. We have this low down here, which is at the -2.5, but I was mostly looking at this low. Reason for that is because on the daily time frame, let's go back for a second. On the daily time frame, if we were to come right down to here, then we are going to make a change of a state of delivery, meaning that it's going to be confirmed that we're going to be coming all the way down to this zone. But overall, I was thinking that we are gonna dump very strongly. So let's go back to where we were before. So overall, my bias for the day is to tank down like bad. So let's see. Now stop loss goes right above the SMT high, as you know, and take profit. We're gonna go right down to, let's just go down to this negative. We'll go down to what we actually did, which was right at this low over here. It was just about that -4. So let's see how we do. We come right back in. So we break out, we come in, try to do a little retest back into the inversion fair value gap. So over here, not gonna lie, I was low-key kind of getting a bit scared because we actually did a candle close above this inversion. But that's what the trade is. So let's stick by the rules. And then now we finally have the displacement down. Strong past this -1. So already I'm confident this is gonna go good. We have a little final goodbye, and now we start pushing down, and our take profit was hit. So honestly, this was a very, very, very nice trade today. I couldn't have asked for anything more. It was very beautiful. And as you can see, we actually ended up going much lower. So I could have continued holding, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with the profits I had. And that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I don't want to make it too long, so that's why everything was a bit straight to the point. Sorry if I was talking a bit fast, but if you did like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next.